What's up, everyone? So we're officially 1 week into my FundingPips 10K two-step challenge. And like I said, I will be documenting this entire journey to try and stay transparent as possible, but also for accountability's sake. Now, on this first week of the challenge is where most traders usually blow their account actually, because they will be trying to hit a one home run on day one. Now, me knowing this was the exact thing that I was trying to avoid. So I tried my best this week to keep myself grounded and just follow the process. And in doing that, I was able to take only 3 trades this week. Both trades were in Eurodollar because that's the only pair that I'll be trading in this challenge. And while they weren't all winners, as you can see here, the data on my FundingPip dashboard does show that we are officially on the green. So today I'll be breaking down these 3 trades that managed to get me to this 1.1%, and also why I'm actually happy that I didn't actually hit the full 8% target yet. So as you can see here on the dashboard, we're sitting at 10,107 and 73 cents. And that puts me up to 1.1% this week. Now, the goal of this phase is to get 8%. And with this 1.1%, it means that I've only cleared about 13% of this profit target. Now, I understand that that is very slow, but I also understand that this journey is not a marathon for me. It's not a sprint. The goal of this challenge is to see how successful or profitable actually my strategy is. So the question that I'll be asking myself every single day on this trading challenge is, did I follow my strategy 100%? If the answer is yes, then that is a successful day. But if the answer is no, and that means that day is not a very successful day for me, regardless of where my results are. So, as I said earlier, I managed to get here by only getting 3 trades this entire week. And I think let's jump into TradingView and actually go in depth and show you the trades themselves. So I started the week strong on March 2nd with this particular sell here. And on this sell coming on Monday, I actually did not want to trade since this was Monday coming from the weekend where we had the war between Iran, USA, and Israel. Now, I understand that this is Eurodollar, but with all that uncertainty coming into this week, I didn't know how this particular day or even this particular week the pair will be moving. Now, as you can see, though, in a bigger picture, you can see that Eurodollar was pretty much bearish this week, and then it began to consolidate from Tuesday going all the way to Friday. But yeah, for me, I did not come into this week thinking that I will actually trade anything. But nonetheless, because my goal here is to take the trade as my strategy is telling me and execute 100% as my trading plan. When I saw this setup forming over here, I decided to take the trade. And when I did take the trade, I managed to get this good $115 on this single trade. Now, this was my trade 1. But also coming into a New York session now, here I was a little bit confident coming off of this trade. But then again, I did follow my strategy. This was a valid setup. So the confidence was not based on just myself, but rather on the performance of the strategy. And as you can see here, this is the loss that I took this week. And this trade actually did cost me exactly $22 over there. Why did I get stopped out over there? Because as you can see, the market actually continued to push to the downside. Now, the way that I trade, after seeing these 2 things over here and taking the trade off of that order block, price is supposed to be moving down from here. Price is supposed to just be moving down. Even if it was coming up, it shouldn't take out that high for me. Price should just retrace and continue to push to the downside without taking any of these higher low. So that's why for me, when this high was already formed, price should not have gone all the way up to take out this high. And when price did, I was automatically stopped out of the trade. So that was the reason why this trade was closed on a loss. And that was trade number 2. And actually trade number 3 came on Thursday. We had unemployment claims here on Thursday at 8:30. So I was also very conscious of that. So when again the setup formed on Thursday during London session, I did press a buy and took this trade. Now, again, according to my rules, I'm supposed to be closing trades 15 minutes before a red folder news event. So that means when that candle formed at 8 a.m. and closed, immediately I was supposed to close on this candle over there. So as you can see, my stop loss was actually over there. And that trade actually did close on a profit of $14. So overall, those were my 3 trades. I had two winners, one bigger and one small. This was barely even 0.1%. And I took another loss. I think this was around 0.2, 0.3% of the account. So yeah, these were the 3 trades that I took this week. And So the biggest takeaway for me this week actually came on Monday, and it was actually on trade 1. Now, throughout the week, I do admit my performance and execution was actually flawless in regards to how I followed my rules. As you can see, I only traded 3 trades. All those trades were according to my rules. The executions, where I got stopped out, where I moved my stop loss, was exactly 100% based on my trading strategy. But actually on Monday, on this particular trade, I did experience something that I think I need to keep in mind going forward. So as you can see on this trade over here, you have this candle wick over there. This candle, the wick is down here. And at that wick, if you can read the price all the way over there, it's actually 1.17344. But as I was doing my evaluation on analysis on TradingView, I was supposed to actually enter from the candle's body, not the wick, on the body. So on the body, that means price would have been at 1.17350. So that means the trade would have supposed to look like this on my MT5. So when I was doing analysis and I was putting this thing here, this sell tool here, this is how the trade was supposed to be. But when I shifted to my MT5 and when I was putting in my trade, instead of putting it at the body of this candle, I instead placed it at the wick of the candle. And what happened on that sense was, when the trade was on the wick of the candle, the take profit was actually down here. So as you can see with this line over there, this was where the original price was supposed to be, on the candle body and not on the wick. When it's on the body, this line here donates your take profit. But when it's on the candle's wick, we did not get, the take profit was not hit with this candle. So I was actually walking at this time heading somewhere. And as you can see, I was looking at my my trading view, and I saw this candle hitting take profit. But when I switched to MT5 to see if I was taken out, I saw that the my trade was still running. And then when I came back home to actually see what happened and why I wasn't stopped out on my MT5, I came to realize that I actually placed my trade on the wick of the candle instead of the body of the candle, which was the exact same spot I was supposed to place it in regards to my strategy. So now, as I'm looking at this, I'm not stopped out. Price is similarly trying to move up now, and this, remember, is trade number one. So I was a bit fearful here because I didn't want price to continue to move all the way up, even here or even here, and take me out of break even, or worse yet, at a loss. So I held a little bit. I had trust that price will continue to move to the downside. Looking at this move, I thought that this might just be a correction. Worst case scenario, price will come and reject or find resistance from this order block and continue to push to the downside. But even with that, and this being trade number one, it was very hard psychologically. And when I saw this candle push to the downside and close down here, I decided to close my trade. So actually, this trade was closed over there with a 2.48, which is 1.24% of this trade. So I didn't get actually 1.5% of this trade. I instead got 1.24% of this trade, simply because I closed it over there. But again, if I was following my strategy 100%, as I should have, I was supposed to hold it. Whether I was going to be taken out here or I was going to be taken out down there. These were my only two options of exiting this trade. But I instead allowed my emotions to get the best of me, and I exited over there. And as you can see, price continued to move to the downside and actually did hit the take profit. It retraced all the way up and continued to push to the downside. So coming from this trade, I think it left a very strong lesson in my mind that I need to stop trying to manually intervene on my trades and actually allow them to play out as my strategy requires me. So actually going from this trade to this trade on the same day on Monday, this was exactly 100% correct execution according to my strategy. Sitting on Tuesday again, even though I saw that the market was doing what the market was actually doing, I wasn't even interested in doing anything because I didn't see anything that was in accordance to the way I trade. Again, even on Wednesday, the price did move, but I didn't see any movement that did fit 100% of the strategy until Thursday. Now, Thursday, again, this trade was exactly how my strategy required me to trade in a way that I saw this trigger over here. The way that I executed, the way that I got out of this trade was perfect execution for me. And I think all that was because of this one trade over there. So yeah, the key takeaway for me this week and the weeks to follow, as I did this week, is to allow my trades to play out and not try to do manual interventions. So I'll be heading into week number 2 with a nice cushion of 1.1% gains. And the plan coming into next week is pretty much the same, to try focus on maintaining my same level of discipline, ensuring that all trades that I'm taking, they are actually 100% flawless execution on my strategy. And instead of just trying to take trades and pass the evaluation fast enough to get that 8% immediately, I'd rather just follow the strategy as the strategy will take me along. So if any of you is actually interested in seeing whether if I will be able to get to hit the 8%, or if maybe the market has other plans, if you're interested in seeing that journey, I think I'll see you again next week. And until then, remember, process over emotions. Take care.